So that's Monty dropped off for his 3-4 month haircut. I'm giving him a grade 1 this time because we're off to Spain soon in the Tesla. But I do seem to mention Tesla quite a lot. That irritates a lot of my subscribers. So here is an update on the e-Niro. Not getting rid of this. Great car, great EV. I own this outright. Look in the description for all the videos I've done about buying this. It was a leased vehicle and I bought it through 𝐵𝐷𝐈, and it's still a cracking EV. So the update is at 58,364 miles. It's still fantastic. Degradation 0. Not that I've seen any degradation. There will have been some at the top end of the battery, and I've covered this in previous videos, but this is a very brief overview. It's still a cracking electric vehicle, it really is. The last major expense was a service, and again I'll put a link above my head and also in the description. And what other things have I had to do to it over the last 58,000 miles? Other than the normal servicing, checks, pollen filter, screen wash, I have replaced the front 2 wiper blades. It's still on the original 12-volt rocket battery, which a lot of people said fails. I think there was a faulty batch of rocket batteries for Kia, because this has not missed a beat on the 12-volt battery front. Just to explain to those that don't know, if the 12-volt battery is dead or weak, the car will not start despite it having a full traction battery. So you've got 2 batteries in this. You've got a 12-volt to start the computer, to start the car, and then you've got the traction battery that puts power to the motor and makes the car go. If you've got a weak 12-volt battery, it will not start. So anyway, my 12-volt rocket battery has been fine, no issues whatsoever. I've replaced the key fobs batteries, which have lasted 4.5 years, which, you know, is no biggie, and again I've covered that in a video. What else have we done? Tyres, and again I've covered this, but the current tyres that are on the car are Goodyear Efficient Grip 2. I've changed the tyres at 41,000 miles, now showing 58. So the last 17,000 miles I've had these tyres. I think the Firestones lasted 19. I've still got a good 5mm on the rears, and I'd say 4mm on the fronts. So I really could probably do with putting the rears on the fronts and the fronts on the rears just to even out the tyre wear. That noise from a noisy rear rumble back axle has not come back. Always one of my old Leaf. And so getting the wheel alignment done was a really good thing to do. Again, I've put that in a previous video, and I'll put that in the description and above my head. The rumbling hasn't come back. It's still super quiet on smooth road surfaces. Obviously most of the roads here on Orkney are quite rough. Yeah, screen wash, there's no signs of any rust under the bonnet or underneath. It's faring far better than the brand new Nissan Leaf I bought in 2018, which was starting to show some rust along the seams under the bonnet and underneath. Wasn't the best, but there is absolutely no signs of that on this Kia. I fitted a next base camera to the front and the rear of the car, which is good for, you know, accidents, etc. I've not had any accidents. And the rear cam wipe works really well, as does the lane departure. It's just a great EV. In the winter, range loss is negligible. It heats up quickly. I can't fault it, I really can't. You just have to get used to pressing buttons every time you get in. So heated seat, heated steering wheel, obviously in the winter. A lot of people turn off the lane departure. It doesn't really bother me. The new app works well. It gives you far more detail, so that's still great for preheating the car. Yeah, the 4 Plus is still the one to get. It is a cracking EV. Now for this sort of mileage and age, I'm seeing these at around about £12,500 retail and also at auction in this trim level on 2021 plates or 71 plates. Great value for money. So if you're in the market for a genuine 250 to 300 mile range EV with CCS rapid charging, I can't recommend enough the Kia e-Niro, coupled with 7-year warranty from new. So this is under warranty to 2028. May 2028 is when it'll be 7 years old. So I have got in effect 3 years warranty left on this car. Now a lot of people have said, oh, if it's got to have full Kia service warranty and stamps and this, that and the other. I haven't had that experience with my customers, my old customers who bought e-Niros, have had warranty work done. It's not been my experience. I think it's down to the individual Kia dealership as to whether they will entertain a warranty claim or not. The gearbox has been fine on this. A lot have reported that wheel of fortune clicking where the bearings in the gearbox and the motor fail. Well, they fail, they become very noisy, and it's fixed under warranty. That does not depend on the tyres and the pollen filter and the screen wash being looked at every 10,000 miles by Kia. I've had lots of people I've read online have had that warranty work done and they've not even asked to see the service book. So it's reasonable to assume that the warranty will stand on this car. Having said that, I have no objections to my local 𝐓𝐇𝐈𝐒 garage checking underneath this car every 12 months. When it's MOT time, send it to my 𝐓𝐇𝐈𝐒 garage, get it MOT, get them to service it. That strip the brakes, lubricate the calipers, pollen filter, just do a general check underneath. I want to make sure the suspension's okay. I want to make sure the brake lines are okay. I've not hit anything and there's a weepy brake nipple. I want all those things checked. And I don't resent that once a month, which coincides with the MOT. Because, you know, I want to be safe. Yeah, it's just a great all-round electric vehicle, it really is. Got Android Auto, which connects 90% of the time okay through the USB in the middle of the car. Trail the cable through into this little compartment here. That works well, and you can change tracks via the steering wheel and change the volume. That works really well. I'm yet to update the sat-nav to include the whole screen when I'm on Android Auto and using Google Maps. Yeah, it's just a great car, it really is. Would I buy another one? In a heartbeat, I really would, especially the 4 Plus model. You get the app connectivity, 2-stage memory seats, which is ideal for me and Ursula, because I'm 6'4" and she's 5'4". No arguing about leaving the seat in the wrong position, which is quite nice. Ventilated seats, we use them quite a lot in Spain, where it was 26, 27 degrees some days, black leather, in a dark car. The cooled seats were amazing, really, really good. So go for the 4 Plus for the cooled seats and for the app connectivity, the 11 kilowatt AC onboard charger. So should you pull up to a fast charger and it's a 3-phase, the car will accept 11 kilowatts as opposed to the standard 7. So it charges that a little bit faster on the AC side. Talking of charging, yeah, it'll top out at 77 kilowatts DC from a rapid and then tail off and sit at about 50 kilowatts. So from my experience, arriving with like 10% up to 80% on a normal 50 kilowatt rapid will take around about an hour. Driving through France and Spain last year, I opened up a Tesla account on my phone to use the charging. Oh, this trade's going to let me through. And using the Tesla superchargers in Europe was an absolute breeze. Now obviously the Tesla superchargers will be offering up to 250 kilowatts, but this car will only suck a maximum of 77, which will happen between 40 and 60%, and then it'll start tailing off again. But again, on a Tesla supercharger, it can take about 45 minutes from 10% up to 80%, 90%. Which for us, travelling, I'd stop when we want something to eat, walk the dog. It's going to take longer than an hour, to be honest. So for me, the charging speed was not an issue. It really wasn't. And all the Tesla superchargers were, on average, half the price of every other rapid charge provider in Europe. So long drives in this were an absolute breeze. Now, of course, this December we're going to take the Model Y. It's got dog mode. We can leave the Monty in it and leave it locked and on and cooled, and also it's got that much more storage, because last time we went to Spain in this, I couldn't see out the back window most of the time because it was just full of all our clobber. So it'd be nice to try it in the Tesla, but you don't want to hear about the Tesla, you want to hear about the e-Niro. So go one of these if you want to travel around Europe. No brainer. Do get the Tesla app so you can charge your non-Tesla if you're doing a European road trip. Leave out the whole political views of how you feel about Elon. Just accept the fact their supercharger network is super easy to use. You don't need to know French or Spanish to decipher how to use it when you turn up to their rapid chargers. It's all on the app. Your app's in English. It's easy, right? Other top tip is the charge flap at the front of the e-Niro. Now, a lot of these get replaced under warranty because they stick and they don't allow the flap to pop open. Top tip, get yourself some spray grease. You get it from most motor factors. And as I'm showing here, squirt some grease in, keep that plunger lubricated, and you won't have any issues. It's a really easy maintenance thing. Now, obviously the flap is at the front of the car. All the mud and crud and wind and rain is going in there, and will slowly over time gunk up that mechanism. So just keep it lubricated with some grease, which is better than WD-40, because that grease is going to hang around a lot longer than WD-40. So that's my top advice. I'm just going to slow up so I don't run over this woman who's looking very dodgy on the snow. Efficiency wise, during the winter, I'm going to average 3.5, 3.6 miles per kilowatt hour for these short squirts, these short drives with the heater on. On a run in the summer, I can easily get 5 miles per kilowatt hour. And again, I've driven from Abington, south of Glasgow, all the way to Scrabster, which was 313 miles, and I arrived at Scrabster with, I think, 3%. So yeah, it's driven in normal speeds, and I wasn't hypermiling, just driving normally. This is a genuine 300 mile electric vehicle. So I hope you found that update interesting. I'm going to try and get some proper rubber mats for this, but this is basically now our second car, but it still runs absolutely perfectly. So thanks for watching. Some more e-Niro love coming, because I know you guys like updates on the e-Niro. So there you go, there's Monty all shaved and ready for our Spanish trip. Thanks for watching, see you next time.